and my co-host, Terry Jones.
My man. Raw boy.
Today's special guest, Khalil Kain.
Yes.
Looking forward to this interview. Very excited. If you guys don't know who Khalil Kain is, let me just start off with a couple of things. The movie Juice. I believe that was your first movie.
First job.
The first job. Juice.
Amazing
Played by him
job.
in Juice.
Yes.
That's such a legendary film,
Yeah.
especially in my lifetime. I remember watching Juice and feeling like I was a part of the movie. I was in the movie. It was like an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
I was so bad and so happy and so, it's one of those things. But going forward in that, I mean, your career, I'm sure you've had a long ride and numerous
all right,
roles.
you just brought up Juice.
Okay.
That was almost 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
I'm 32.
You're 32. You was 2 years old when it came
Yeah,
out?
when Juice, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
You watched Juice like when it was on regular
I was
TV?
saying, yeah. I had to
You
watch
watched
it on
Juice
VHS. I had to fix the tracking on the VHS when I was watching Juice. Bro. Yeah,
That's crazy, man.
But no, Juice is legendary.
So before we get going to it, let's start there and then we'll build up. So what do you Juice? How did you get the role in Juice? How did you go to acting school?
I auditioned for that film just like everybody else. There was a call and went out. My agent got me an audition.
Okay.
Walked in, big ass line. It's like a month solid. Actually more, 5 weeks I think straight. We came back. Audition kept getting called back.
So they were thinning it down.
Yeah, but I think Ernest Dickerson, the director, was also using that as a rehearsal process for whichever 4 guys was actually going to get it. By the time we got the role, it's an interesting audition process. They had us playing all 4 characters. Like,
Oh, wow.
This time you play Q, you play Steve.
Right.
So you got to kind of get a feel of really what was going on in the story.
Was Pac a part of this? Was Tupac a part of this audition process as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Now, what year that movie
Tupac
came out?
got me the job.
Tupac got you the gig.
Tupac got me the job.
Wow. So
Being in the room with that kid, he was so hungry and throwing. See, all right, you asked me if I went to school. I didn't go to school. Pac did. Pac was a very talented, trained actor. So when I got in the room with him, I realized like if I'm gonna be in this movie, I'm gonna have to, match this kid right here or better.
Right.
So he helped me pick my game up. I'm not sure if I would have been in that movie if not for Pac.
Is that right?
Wow.
He was very.
What was his personality? Because everyone thinks of Pac as a I don't know. I mean, we know he's a lyrical genius. We know he's very intelligent. We know he's very smart. But we also know, thug like Pac.
Yeah.
And person to person, like me and you have gotten to know each other over the past few years. So you can speak on what kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like what kind of guy was Pac? Was he like was he what we think he is as far as like his lyrics are concerned?
Yeah, Pac was fun to hang out with, man.
Is that right?
Yeah, shit.
Is that right?
Yeah, man. And he had a great laugh, and I mean, he was just real.
Right.
You gotta be around people that are gonna tell you the truth.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That if you're gonna, get a crew or be around some folks, and I'm sure you're both grown men, you can't do this alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
People you have surrounding you, folks that are gonna tell you the truth. And Pop always told you the truth about whatever. He's a fool, man. I miss that cat. He was cool people.
That's what's up.
He was smart.
You guys maintain the friendship outside of the film?
All right, we're looking at it in some legendary sort of way now that goes all this time. It wasn't a lot of time. Pop, if you look at his body of work, that happened in a 5-year stretch.
Yeah.
And then he was gone.
There was just so much. He put out so
much
Part of
content.
that,
Yeah.
he was locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And that's it. Like, all his work is about 5 years span. I never even looked at it like that. And he still keep putting out.
Yeah. Right.
he stayed in the studio.
I heard that was just like his home.
Because he knew. He used to talk about this shit all the time. I won't talk about it. I don't like to put things into universe.
Yeah.
I would stop saying that, man.
Right.
Stop. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
He did something about it, so cool. Good on him.
Yeah.
You know.
I've always been curious about Juice because I always looked at Juice. You know, they always put it in the hood movie category, and I've always put Juice in the category of almost like a horror film or a slasher. Is that where they was trying to go with Juice at all? Because like if you think about it, like he gets the gun, he feels this sense of power, then he just starts offing people. It's almost like Jason or Michael Myers. You know what I mean? Like I see it almost like a no, like we know people in the hood. Like nobody in the hood that we knew got a gun and just became a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it felt like that movie was. Was it supposed to be like that, or what was the main goal with Juice?
It was.
Okay.
It was a film noir.
Okay.
But in
Just happened to be in the hood. That's dope. That's dope.
But I also think that what you said, which is great insight, that's what set it apart.
Yeah.
Also the fact that it was kids.
Yeah.
It wasn't like gang members or drug dealers or real criminals. It was just like a crew of dudes that was hanging out. And the reality of that, I don't really know where you grow up. But if you grow up in that environment, like you're one bad decision away from like everything being over.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
One bad choice.
Right.
You know. So I think a lot of people were able to relate to that because there's a lot of kids that aren't thugging like that or really in a gang like that. They're just regular kids, but still stuff happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Your boy could be in the game and you ain't in the game, and then
but none of them were.
Yeah.
None of them were.
And that's why I saw it like that. It felt like the gun almost possessed him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I remember watching JD's Revenge when I was a kid. I shouldn't have been watching it, but my aunt put it on. I was like, I want to see a horror movie. She's like, oh, I got you. Put JD's Revenge on, and he gets possessed by a killer pimp. And I kind of felt like when Pac got that gun, the power, like evil, possessed him in the sense of.
Well, I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
I have seen that happen.
Yeah. So that's what it felt like with the movie, like.
I don't know, man. That film had a vibe to it when we were doing it again.
Yeah.
You know, Pop, he was having a blast with it.
It was almost like to me the on-screen chemistry that the whole cast had. I felt like y'all were really friends.
Yeah.
But this is what I was talking about this audition process. You got to kind of come back and see, dude, you got called back too, or you got called, all right, what's up? What's your name again? You know, you start looking around, and you also, because you're in the room doing it, you know who's kind of really going down and who's not. You start thinking to yourself, this cat might be around for me. You know, so it was cool. But yeah, when we got to shoot, interesting fact, they took 8 of us out to dinner the night before the final callback.
Wow.
So there was like 8 actors there, knowing 4 of us were going to be there after tomorrow.
Right.
But at that dinner, they were watching how we kind of
Interacted with each other.
And Omar was the only one. Omar Epps was kind of at the other end of the table with the producers, and we were all at the other end of the table, me, Jermaine, and Pop. Right. And I was the only one that was old enough to order liquor. So I was ordering pitchers of beer, and we get twisted out of it. They were down there watching us, you know? They were like, look at them. You know, we were having a ball, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Omar Epps, he and everybody's here like, I deserve to be in this film.
Yeah, parlay.
That's what's up.
Now, do you keep up with Omar? Like, do you guys still stay in touch?
I mean, it's not beef or anything. We just never really vibe like that.
Okay.
That happens in life. I get how that.
Yeah, no, I mean, the last time I saw Omar was on Love. I saw it in Studio City in LA maybe, I don't know, 8 years ago. That's the last time I saw him. Jermaine Hopkins, though, plays Steel. I talk to you all the time.
Okay.
You know, it's his daughter's birthday 2 years ago.
He's still working? He's still grinding out there?
Yeah, I mean, but it's not as easy as people think. He's doing other things, you know? Yeah.
So, you know, it's an interesting comparison. You and I were talking over a couple drinks, probably a couple weeks back, and I had said something to you about being a comic and the grind of being a comic. and not necessarily always. I was like, I toured and be off tour and be back on tour. And said, man, some comics like that. They don't ain't a lot of money and it's up and down. He was like, right, you preach to the choir, right. I know. So that grind is pretty much like we have that. We all have that in common.
Yeah, but you have to have a passion for what you do, or you're not going to be able to deal with the ups and downs of what's going to come your way.
Right.
You know?
Right.
If that's what you do, that's what you do. But we do it no matter what.
Right.
Rain or shine.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You know, I get it.
Acting is a situation where, especially on a big scale, Hollywood picks and chooses who's going to be
successful.
Yeah.
The star.
We think we're electing the president of the United States. There's a whole vetting process that goes on.
Yeah.
Before we get a choice between two.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, they say anybody can be president. You know, they've already narrowed it down. This is they decided one of these two cats.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas we think we have a
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same thing in Hollywood. They've already decided who's doing this movie and that movie. And unless you're a creative entity, you just got to deal with that.
Let me ask you this: Could potentially a person with enough money? I think like maybe was it Mel? Who put out the thing with the Jesus movie?
Oh yeah, Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah, Passion of the Christ.
So Passion of the Christ. So if a person with enough money wanted to finance their own film and make someone
This is America. You can do anything. Mel Gibson doing that. That wasn't his money.
he got investors.
Apocalypto. Mel Gibson, proved that he could direct a large-scale film and it was dope.
Right.
And he was also a movie star at the time, so there was
Yeah.
capability. But that wasn't his money.
So
Right now, the way things are set up,
right.
yeah, if you got some cash,
You got some cash. If I go out there, I got a few million. I'm going to invest in the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Bogart my way in. I know I ain't been in film before.
You can rent the best equipment you have available. You can hire $1 million.
This is the script.
Right.
This is my cast.
You can hire the crew you need.
But that's a gamble because you don't know if it's going.
Everything's a gamble.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you gotta look at it like that.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Kevin
Or you
Hart.
can just go work your job.
Got a point. I mean, Kevin Hart does the same thing. He flipped his money. He would invest in his stand-up movies, put them in theaters, and then he would make like 2,
Kevin
3.
works like a dog.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't stop.
Yeah,
I
he
know
does.
Kevin. I'm not ready to work that.
Like that.
Yeah.
No.
It's too much.
I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, that's
I'm
real.
not that dude.
Right. It's just a bit much.
It's too much.
Yeah, he goes hard.
Going forward in your career. So I watched you, over the years, and clearly, like even in sitcoms. You played some of my favorite roles, like in the sitcom Girlfriend.
Yeah, girlfriends. Yeah.
And then Living Single. Your Regis's
I've
boyfriend.
been all over the place. I've been doing this for almost 30 years.
Do you have a favorite role of all? To me, my favorite role was in Juice. But do you have a favorite role that one role that always sticks out to you?
There was a film that I did for Showtime a long time ago. Z-Man. Z-Man in the Sound was a play. Charles Fuller wrote it. It won a Pulitzer. They turned it into a movie. It's a dope
That's
play.
something that can be.
I'm an actor though, man. I love theater.
Period, like that.
And Kevin Hart is a stand-up comedian. He's done a ton of movies. Kane's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
Like, I can't compare bank accounts with Kevin. Kevin probably beat me in a race too kind of quick. So
Right.
play ball with Kevin. Kevin can ball actually too. Straight up, he's played on the same basketball team for
Celebrity game or something.
yeah, but in LA they had a league. They had a league, the celebrity league. But then there's other leagues. And like I'll put a team in a league in Burbank. I'll put a team, down South Central in that league down there, and just ball.
Right.
And Kevin played on my team twice in some other league.
Is that right?
Yeah, Kevin can play. That being said, comparatively, no, you can't compare. But like the play that I'm doing right now, here in Pittsburgh, I don't know if Kevin could do that.
Right. That's the difference because that's a real actor. It's live.
Kevin's a real actor. He's got a resume.
Well, not taking away from Kevin. I know Kevin. I've worked with Kevin State, you know. Yeah, not taking away from
And
Kevin.
there's tons of stuff that Kevin doesn't come that I couldn't do or wouldn't do.
Right.
Yeah.
Just can't do that.
Right. But then again, there's takes and there's live.
Right.
So do you like
You
theater
got 20
more?
takes.
I don't. It's not a matter that I like theater more. It's a matter that that's the love. That's
Yeah.
the root of what we do. So you gotta go back. If you're an MC and you don't know who Guru is or Rakim,
Yeah.
or Cool Herc, like you ain't really thorough.
Yeah.
Put it that
So,
way. When it comes to this acting thing, I'm thorough. Like cats know who I am, and
oh yeah, I believe
it
it.
is what it is.
Because that's how we are with stand up. You know, I was.
You got your open micers.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Run of the mill, we call them.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Because we also study the history of stand up. Like for me, my dad introduced me to comedy records, and my aunt used to do stand up. So it's Red Fox's Bill Cosby, Richard Pryor, Franklin and Jai, who's one of my favorites of all time. Not many people know about Franklin, but Franklin is unreal. Moms Mabley, George Carlin, Bill Hicks, all these different comics that.
Mom's Mabley,
man. That's the name that you was. She's like one of the staples in comedy. Period.
A lot of cats don't know.
Nah, they don't.
I mean, it's not even like there's a lot of young cats that don't know Carol Burnett.
Mhm.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
But Mom's Mabley was a trip. She
Yeah.
created a whole persona.
Yep. And they beat her up too. She went through a lot.
You know who I was a big fan of growing up too was Flip Wilson.
Oh yeah, Flip. Yeah, Flip was amazing. Yeah. It's a beast. So what's your favorite style of acting? Do you like comedy acting more, or do you like drama, or you give me the vibe, this energy that you just love acting in general. So like no matter what role, you'll enjoy it. But do you have a specific?
I think I'm built for drama.
Okay.
I enjoy comedy. When I was living in Los Angeles, my reputation wasn't that funny. But when you come out,
I just told him that. I said, "My man, get fired up, boy. He be."
But generally, that's more a matter of just affinity. If I like you,
Yeah.
we can hang out and I'll talk to you.
Gotcha.
But if I ain't really vibing with you, I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah.
Take that check real quick. Like, so I'm gonna go a little backstory on how he and I met.
Yeah.
I walk into one of my favorite bars here in Pittsburgh, on the south side. It's 12. So I'm in 12. My buddy Andy, shout out to Andy. Yeah. So my boy Andy, he owns the place 12 there, Whiskey and Barbecue, and I frequent the place quite a bit. I'm there at least once a week.
Yeah, you threw my after party
I
there.
threw your after party there
For my album. Yeah.
When he released his album, his album release party.
You looked out.
So I walk in there and I'm pretty much, and I ain't gonna even toot my horn, but I'm kind of the shit there. Like, I know everybody.
I don't mean to toot my own horn, but
I
I'm
walk
coming.
in, I know everybody, and it's home to me.
Yeah,
It's
for
home
sure,
to me.
for sure.
I'm Norm, right?
Yeah.
They're like T-Roll, but I walk in, I'm telling everybody else. I get to the end of the bar and I see him, and I'm looking, and you know how you know somebody, but you really don't. Like I feel like I knew this cat, like I know him, like I met him. I ain't never met him a day in my life, so I keep looking at him. I know you saw me looking at you, because I was like. But I was trying to act like I was like looking over you. I was like, I know this dude. Like, I know this dude. And it hit me. I was like, so I walked up to you. I was like, he said, what happened? He's like, yeah, Khalil. I knew right then when he tapped me up. I knew exactly what it was. So we started talking. We took a flick together. I posted it on Instagram.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
And then my man followed me back. I was like, I really think this cat now. He followed me back, right? That rest of the night.
Well, who was with me?
Nobody's by himself.
That's dope.
I roll
By himself.
That's dope. That's really dope.
Every time I hit him, I'm heading to 12. He's like, I meet you there. We meet over there. We have no drinks. Boom, go his way, go my way. It don't be And the fact that he and I have, he coming to the pool party. How about that?
Okay.
Tell me about the pool party.
The pool parties is always lit.
See, my wife told me all about it.
Yeah, they're always dope. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we just develop a friendship. I think that it's rare in life when you can meet somebody that you click with. You know, I'm at the age now. I'm 43. I don't really give a damn about no new friends.
Yeah.
Really. Like I like what I like, and if I get down with you, I get down with you. I really don't. And the fact that we click, man, that's a genuine dude. And the fact that you said, you know, people don't really know you to be a comic guy in LA. I know otherwise. This dude Ray is enough.
That's crazy. Cheese on the sitcom for 5 years, so it's all good. But they, you know, they're looking for something specific.
Yeah.
You know, and somebody like Kevin fits into that mold.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, somebody like Rock.
Yeah.
It's a prototype.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's already there.
You know exactly what to do with that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That image.
Well, that's
That's not me.
That's funny because that's exactly stand-up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see who gets the comedy specials and who's the new hot guy versus who's not. And it feels like it's like every 4 to 5 years you see a new
what's popular
guy.
this year?
Well, you know,
Political comedy this year. This
Yeah.
year, you know, it's
Yeah.
you know,
well, here go the shit we deal with. This is the new thing. Get on Instagram, become Insta funny, Insta famous. Now clubs are booking these people from Instagram. I've been in comedy ever 17. What do you got?
What, 13?
13 years.
Almost
So,
14. I started when I was 18.
These little clips,
Yeah.
right? Now comedy clubs are booking them in these comedy clubs because they can sell tickets. That's all comedy really is about. They put asses in the seat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
it's changed.
That's
Yeah.
how the owner of the club make their money. They don't really care how funny you are. You sell tickets. So now these guys are getting that shot and rightfully rewinded for all these years. So now to figure it out, now am I the type of guy that's going to start doing skits?
Yeah.
I'm
But
still
the game has changed.
Yeah.
What do you do about that?
Yeah.
I don't think that doing skits at this level of the game is really gonna get me to where I want to
Bro,
be.
I've had people ask me to do
In
their
skits.
skits on their Insta. I was like,
He said
I'm
no.
good. I'm an
good.
accomplished
That's crazy.
dude.
Like
it's
legit.
almost like a
ask-
smack in the face.
not a smack in the face, but they really think like that whatever number that they have as far as followers is currency.
Yeah. You know what? That's crazy. You say that. That's like some Black Mirror shit. It really is. Like they think it is currency. You're right.
Yeah.
But the money doesn't come. It doesn't add up. Like if you had $1 for every 1 million followers you had, then you're killing.
Yeah.
But literally, wow, I never thought of it like that.
I would be very diligent about Instagram.
It does what it does.
I really, honestly, it's horrible, but I don't really care about that stuff.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
No.
I do my work. I take my work seriously.
Mhm.
I take what I do seriously. I love what I do. I'm passionate about it. You know, I'm coming into contact with other accomplished artists. The play that I'm doing here in Pittsburgh right now, the playwright is now MacArthur Genius recipient. Like,
Wow.
she's a newly minted MacArthur Genius Award recipient. Dominic Dorso. Young black woman from Detroit. She's got a play that's about to open on Broadway. Ain't You Proud to Bed, a musical about the Temptations. She wrote
Oh
that.
wow.
But the thing about it, and just to preface, when you win a MacArthur Post Award, they cut you a check for $650,000.
How about that?
So I'm sure she was sitting at home, and maybe a few months before that, somebody mentioned to her, you know, they put you up for a MacArthur, and it's a MacArthur Genius Award. You go, oh, okay, that's awesome, and then you go about your business.
Yeah.
And then you get a call.
You won said award. You go over $500,000. Go live your best life.
Bruh.
Smile, chick.
Bruh. Oh.
What's up?
So when we got out here to do the play,
Yeah.
the second day of rehearsal was when they announced that she won the MacArthur, and she FaceTimed us, in rehearsal. We were like,
Victory.
So dope.
sister girl.
That's so dope.
That is an unreal award, man. That is
Yeah, but
amazing.
that's not something that we're looking at, or that my kids are looking at. Or, that's something that happens when you're diligent about your craft.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
No, I wanted to ask you this. You have a favorite actor or actress that you have not worked with that you want to work with?
I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. But
You work with a ton.
yeah, but I remember one time somebody asked me this, and I said, you know what? I want to work with Whoopi Goldberg. I think Whoopi Goldberg is dope. Like, she's done some incredible work.
She has.
Her stand up.
Stand up to
She's
me.
won a Tony. She's won an Oscar. She's won, and she's about that life.
Yeah.
I mean, she says that's on her mind. And then we got to do for Color Girls. And here I am up in Harlem on the street, ready to listen to Whoopi. I was like,
Bang.
and again, that's why I don't know if you ask me this question. I really don't think about it in those terms. Even doing Love Jones.
Yeah.
Nia Long, first day of work, I was like, yo! She's still bad and she's cool as hell.
Yeah, she unreal.
Nia Long is good people. So, I'm chilling. What's supposed to happen is gonna happen. And I've been fine for 27 years now. So.
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, your body of work is amazing. You have an amazing body of work. What was it
honestly,
like?
I feel like I'm just getting started.
Yeah.
I'm just hitting my stride.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a better actor now.
Yeah.
See, but here's the thing too. A lot of people don't know your age because you don't.
Why you bring up old shit?
Hey yo, see?
I'm
Yeah.
Talk to you, get your man.
I'm over here chilling.
It ain't like you ain't Googleable.
Tell me on that, don't try to lie.
Google, look it up. Khalil Kain.
Yo, that is true.
He was like 75.
We did. So Black Thought from the Roots.
Yes,
In
yeah.
New York, he does this thing in New York where he plays movies. He'll pick a spot and do a screening of She's Gotta Have It.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Does this. So he called us all up. He's like, yo, I want to do a screening. Black Thought, Juice. Me, Ernest Dickerson, the director, Jermaine Hopkins was there, and Rakim was supposed to come and perform live to the ledge. I was like, I'm down. Let's get it. Down Village is fly. So Black Thought did the Q&A before we screened the film and we watched the film. But before the Q&A, he was introducing us. Black Thought called me a vampire, bro.
You just said the same thing.
the same
You said the same
They
thing.
called me a vampire. I was like,
It's on age.
Yo.
word. Also,
He said a word.
also, Rakim didn't show up.
What?
That's unfortunate.
Black Thought performed Know the Ledge. He said,
Wow.
I apologize. Rakim's not gonna be able to make it. But
Bang.
And killed it.
but this is part of the culture.
He's so
It's
dope.
part of the
Yeah.
culture,
dope.
and he's thorough.
Yeah.
Black God is thorough.
Oh yeah, he's beyond though. Yeah. Unreal.
He know those lyrics.
Yeah.
Verbatim.
Yeah.
Smashed it. And the praise. I was like,
Rock.
I said, I was like, kidding. It was beautiful, man. It was really fly. That was a nice afternoon.
Yeah. That's what's up.
So what was it like working on for Color Girls?
It was dope. You notice I still ain't said my age.
Yeah. Yo, he deflected the whole thing. That
Google Khalil Kain.
he like 500.
You'll see why they call
I did
him.
that thing, right?
Yeah, it's a picture of him and Keanu Reeves in like 1819. Yeah. Oh man, that's but yeah, you enjoyed it though. Like working on for Color Girls. Yeah, yeah. Because there's certain directors like what was it like working with Tyler?
I don't know. Tyler Perry had his hands full. There were a lot of high-powered women, on that set.
Oh. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because I read some articles. I think I know what you're talking about.
I mean, they deserve the attention that
Yeah.
they had to give that.
Yeah.
Felicia Rashad.
Yeah. Janet Jackson was in it.
Go.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah.
And you can only Rose.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was just trying to stay out the way.
Okay.
And also getting that role. I mean, this is stuff, Hollywood stuff. My agent told me, like, there's not going to be another studio movie for this. Like, you should say yes. And I kept saying no. We did all the male roles in that film. You're doing that. You're doing nasty stuff. And the role that I got, it was new. My agent asked Tyler Perry, when you say new, what do you mean? Like full frontal or what? Tyler said, I don't know yet.
Yo.
No, but I'm scared. I was like, that's really not, I ain't worried about it. I was like, whatever. Close that deal, just move on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was pretty much badass next to I'm at the supermarket and I got some grandma coming up to me. I saw you cover.
Hey yo!
Thank you. Straight up and down, bro. It's like,
So I got a question I was gonna ask you off camera.
true, man. I'm like,
I was gonna ask this off camera because I've always been curious.
Someone's grandma though.
I just don't know the side of it because I was gonna say that I'll wait till you get off camera because I just don't know the side of it. So when you're doing a nude scene, I know there's you can either have a closed set or an open set where there's several people, or it's just a closed set where it's just like you're right there at the camera guy. And
it was pretty close.
Pretty close set.
It was a tough deal.
Okay, so is there's no like you basically gotta have no fear whatsoever when it comes to that. Like you just gotta be like lock that out.
Leave your inhibitions at the door.
Period. There's been over the years Monsters Ball with Halle Berry.
Yeah.
There's been rumors, and I don't know if you have an inside scoop to that or not.
It could happen, It's all about consent.
Really?
Yeah.
So it could be an actual scene, like scene. Like just
Has
scene.
that happened? That's happened.
For me.
Well, not for you. I mean, but have you heard of it?
Yeah.
I want that role.
I came close once. I bum rushed once. That, but for Color Girls, that was a rough day of work.
Yeah.
And
And that's how you gotta look at it in your mind. This is work. I'm here to do my job. There's not really.
I'm a nice person, and I'm considerate of other people's space. But for what we had to do that, I was playing a serial rapist. I was a rapist.
Yeah.
I couldn't. When I came in, I told Tyler, I was like, yo, handle this, because when you say cut, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm not gonna ask him. You're already in date. I'm just gonna step off. He was like, I got it. Just to kind of keep the momentum going. But it was a tough day of work, and I've seen it in the road since. I don't know that we're ever gonna be like super tight.
It's just awkward. It's awkward. Yeah.
Wow. So with a role like that, when you look at different actors and you go through these situations like you had, like Heath Ledger as a Joker, and they talk about, with that role did you play it in for Color Girls, because it was such a tough role, and it was. Did you feel like at any point yo, I need to like step away for a second and collect myself, or did you just see it as, like he said, just work and okay, this is working? When you walked away, you were able to.
It was challenging. I was up for the challenge. I was excited about something that was going to be shocking. I didn't really feel like I was gonna, be tested or not be up to it.
Yeah.
I didn't like to do it.
Okay.
I think it was an interesting character. I think it took people aback.
Yeah.
you know. And that was also a lot to do with Tyler Perry. What he said was, I wanted to find the most likable guy I could to be this rapist. So that it would just be.
Isn't that like a, what do they call it, like a double negative? I don't know. What do they call it? Like, I want to find a nice rapist.
That's called bait and switch. Yeah.
So, what's your thoughts on method acting now being used as a way of marketing? Like, does that bother you at all? Like now you're seeing.
I mean, however you have to get there, get there.
Yeah.
Just get there.
Okay.
Whatever your process is, that's your process. I mean, as a fellow actor, I would support you in that. If that's not the way I work, that's not the way I work. But I'm generous enough to try and support you in whatever your process is.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. Because now you'll see it where it was like Leonardo DiCaprio was eating raw bison in the wilderness to get ready for a role, or this person he was sending rats and stuff.
Go out and rape some chick.
Well, no, yeah, I know that, but because that's extreme, but
it's possible. There was an independent film where I played a character called Pimp. He was a pimp. I don't know much about pimp life. The character was dope. The film was good. We shot it in Hawaii. Mikey Key was good. But the girl I was dating at the time, to prepare for the role, I told her we were going to interact, in a different manner over the next few weeks.
Okay.
As I prepared. And she was up for it. So again, somebody that is going to be generous and available to your process.
Okay. Understood.
Generally, I would not call my significant other bitch or hoe. I was like, first, go get my coffee.
Right.
Yeah. That's cool.
I'm gonna get that roll next. Bitch, go over there and get my coffee.
I guess in closing.
But that was weird. It was uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
It needs to be comfortable in your mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, just saying this is real and accurate.
So let me ask you this in closing. If you weren't who you were, didn't have the credits that you had, and you were trying to get into acting, and someone took your whole career away from you, how would you get it back? What would you do? How does one get started? How does an aspiring actor, like you ever been asked that before? Because that's a hell of a question. Like if you look at it, like this is 2018. This is not 92.
Yeah.
This is not who's standing line for auditions. This is it's a popularity contest.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like.
Skits.
I would have
mad skits. Trust.
So, man, all you young aspiring actors out there, man, that's what you gotta do. You gotta get on Instagram
Get them
and
skits.
start just bullshitting your way to the top. That's what you gotta do. Listen, man, I ain't never doing that. I'm a legit stand-up comic, and I ain't doing it. I'm just old school. I don't got time for no skits. I worry about writing jokes and being funny on stage. So come see me. There's only gonna be like 35 people there, but come see me.
No, that's a lie. He's lying. He always sells out. He's a liar. He be selling out shows. No, me, it'd be 35 people.
He's 35 years old. He's lying.
Nah.
Presently, I'm at City Theater on the south side of Pittsburgh doing a production of Pipeline. City Theater Company is amazing. I'm loving Pittsburgh. And we've been rocking out, packed houses, standing ovations every night.
Amazing.
Tell me more, so I love you. Like, this has been really cool.
Well, you're gonna think on that. That's a dope plug. This ain't gonna be out until after he gone.
But just so y'all know.
But he still showed love. He was here.
He was here, and he came and took time out to sit down and meet my homeboy.
My man.
Khalil Kain, Friends for Life. You already know that, man. You already know that.
My man. Nice meeting.
T-Rob, Terry Jones.
Light up and laugh.
Good. It's a wrap.
Swag.
Thank you for that.
You good?